You don't have to sing to do this, Betsy.
Person will come and say, it's amazing how you do it, how you all do these pictures.
These pictures are done with a flashlight, a camera, and it's done in the dark.
This light on?
It's not like a regular camera where you just click and go right off, but this takes time. That's why not that many people don't know about it, because it's something that we're not used to. We used to just regular getting a camera and just click, that's it.
It's a combination of very technical and also sort of very intuitive, because most exposures are based on fractions of seconds, and ours are not, basically not measured. So.
I picture it in my mind, how it would look if I wrapped them in paper towel, what it would come out, what it would look like. And in black and white, you know, it's, as everyone that sees it say, it's beautiful, because it's like the face is dark. On top of the head, it's like sparkle all around it. And it's like, in a hole, a tunnel or somewhere dark. That's why it's called Radiant Abyss. Other places, lit up, but the face is dark. So it's like you're down in a hole and the sparkle coming out.
The oval that you see represents God. The light that comes from that oval is the manna that God gives us to fortify and reassure us. It's going all over her, and the little sparkles have been done with the flashlights for the little light for Christmas lights, and the water that you see here is done with the bubble wrapping paper. Can you see, with simple objects, you can, with our flashlight, we can get a lot of emotion into a picture.
Just a second.
I have owl eyebrows.
You're very light, aren't you? How can I define your face? I think I did through here. How is it?
It's very nice.
Really?
Yeah. I think. My face is very dark, and on my face, the lower part, my cheek, my mouth, my chin, are lit sort of evenly and clearly in my neck. But then my eye, one eye is completely dark, but you can see my eyebrow a little bit. And the left side of my face is dark with like snake lines of light that come through it. I'll make it a little
Snake
bigger.
lines.
You might be
I
able to
don't
see
them.
it. No?
Nope.
I bet you'll see it when I make it bigger.
I would bring,
There's a lot of
Can you
subtlety
see
in it.
these?
There's a lot of subtle light in it.
Oh, and my eye shows up looking sort of down into the side.
It looks beautiful.
about eating.
The subtlety, I mean, because it's a very strong light on the left side and then very
Yeah.
subtle light on the right side.
I'm striving to make the picture as weird or strange or scary as possible.
It's
you know, it's a kind of fascinating thing to see you sitting there and burning.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's like when the guy asked me about Firewoman if it's a dream or nightmare I had. I said no.
Yeah, it's not.
It's real. This was real when I was a kid, and I love that picture and I can't see it.
One thing I really like is the way that people contribute to the work. That people who aren't artists are contributing to the work is really interesting to me. That happens, like it's something I wouldn't have expected to have happen. Like it helps me as an artist too. Yeah. Like if I'm doing a picture, I like that I can ask someone who's not an artist who will do something in a different way to do part of the picture. It's like throwing a little odd thing that I don't control into the photographs.
Yeah, I understand,
It keeps you from getting too sort of set in what you're doing.
Sonia started describing that she saw letters and numbers. The photograph is a little bit different. It's my interpretation of what she was seeing. Then I decided that I would do my interpretation of that, which is sort of like letters in your head, so that swirled around.
We're called Seeing with Photography. Our group is made up of people who range in sight from normal, what we call normal vision, to totally blind, and all the permutations in between. We published a book, Shooting Blind, published by Aperture, and had many shows internationally, as well as in the United States. We give workshops at the shows where we have people come in and work with members of our group. So the people we teach can be fully sighted, they can be well-known photographers, they can be regular people just off the street. It's interesting for the photographers to be taught about photography by someone who's supposedly can't take a picture because they're blind.
I use these light bulbs in this particular picture because they're symbolic. They represent, at one level, nice, interesting shapes, at another level, something that is more difficult for me to see as time goes on. They sort of symbolize light and seeing and film and photography, and eyes too. And I use these here to give that feeling to the viewer, holding a bowl and offering these to the viewer. At the same time, I'm wearing these wide-angle glasses which are sort of visual aids and help me to see peripherally and squeeze everything that I don't see into the center where I can see them a little bit better because of this genetic eye disease that I have. Light is essentially indifferent. Angled into the lens of an eye or a cold camera, we give it meaning. In the intertwining of sighted and not sighted, one thread describing another, eventually we all close our eyes in sleep, lightless-sighted and blind alike, and all our dreaming eyes understand and gaze and see.